Hey y'all, wake up, man. It's Cole the Barber. And today I want to talk to y'all about the grind, right? As far as pertaining to barbering, right? A lot of barbers come in this game and they see the glitz and the glamour and they think that, oh yeah, I'm finna get that. You gotta understand something. The grind ain't pretty, man. Ain't nothing pretty about the grind. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You're gonna have days, weeks, months where you're gonna have low clientele. You ain't gonna make that much money. You have to, stick it out and find your way through those hard times financially because you're sticking to one thing. And what I see a lot of barbers do, or aspiring barbers do, they pick up the career. They take on a career because they see people winning in it, right? Because it's all about this here. It's all about the money with them. And they jump in and they see they ain't making no money, right? So they say, well, I'm gonna just give me a little job for a little bit, or I'm gonna just, hustle, sell me a little weed, or, whatever you sell on the side, I'm gonna do this here just for a little bit until things pick up. And see, that's where you mess up at right there. And you fuck up right there because when you choose to be a barber, you need to go all the way in. It's barbering or nothing else. You could pick other services or side hustles that's within your career, right? But as soon as you step outside of it, now you are putting your energy in two different entities and you're separating those energies. And you're going to wind up crashing at the end and neither one of them will grow, because you're focusing on too many things at one time. If you're gonna be a barber, focus on being a barber, right? It's a lot of different ways in this industry you can make money. And if all else fails, customer service is number one. When your customer service good, you can keep clients. It's no problem. You understand what I'm saying? You can retain clients. You get more clients. You attract more clients when you have good customer service. If your cuts ain't up to par, right? You gotta do a lot of marketing. You gotta do that for a long time, because if you just started your Instagram, you ain't got no followers, don't nobody know about you. You do one cut at a time. The grind is not pretty, man. You may see us out here, we driving Mercedes, we driving Beamers, we dressing nice, some of us own our own shops, we in our own suites. Some of us got abundance in clientele, all this glitz and glamour, right? But those are the fruits of our labor. Do you know how long it takes a barber to get to that stage? It ain't no barbers jumping out the gate making all that money like that. You understand? Barbers are stylists. Ain't nobody jumping out the gate making no money like that. You understand what I'm saying? You got to give yourself time, and you got to know that this is going to be a long grind. You got to play the long game. You feel what I'm saying? Hell, if you doing walk-ins and you just starting, you may even get a whole lot of clientele. You may get a whole lot of clientele. But how many of them going to stay, right? They're going to constantly depreciate, right? They're going to constantly go away, because some people just trying you out because you the one that's open. Right? You gotta find your way in the game before you start to gain a lot of success in this game. You gotta find your way. You gotta find out who you are, where you stand in this industry. What is your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Right? It's very, very vital that you pay attention to those things. You don't even know what cut you do the best if you ain't been cutting it long. You don't even know if your strong point is the lineup. Is it the fade? Is it just connecting with people? You understand? You don't know. Give yourself some skin in the game in order to figure that out. But you gotta be focused and you gotta really want this, because as long as it takes a barber to be successful, it will weed out the people that really don't want this, right? It'll weed you out. You could look at barbering like, oh, it's just some little side hustle, that's my little hustle. This ain't no little hustle. This is a lifestyle, and a well-paying lifestyle if you're willing to do the work. You understand? If you're willing to be patient, because this ain't no overnight thing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. A lot of people, they be searching for careers. They'll even ask me, hey, how do you become a barber? Because they see the money that a barber makes, right? You're not paying attention to the grind. You can't just get in this for the money. You understand? You gotta go through, where I'm from in Texas, you gotta go through 1,500 hours of barber school, cutting heads for free, right? Let alone what you gotta pay for barber school in order to become a barber, then pass tests. If you go through all of that, and I've seen people do it, they went through all of that and then don't even cut no hair. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not passionate about it. Let alone, it's a good career choice, but you also have to be an artist, right? Because if you're not an artist, you're not going to pay attention to detail. You understand? It's very, very vital that you pay attention to detail, because clients will. At least valuable clients will. You want people that's particular about their hair because they pay good when they treat it right, right? How you going to get to that level if you're not passionate about the art and the craft, right? You got to understand the grind is not pretty. If you coming in this thing, you think tomorrow you're going to come up and you're going to have abundance of clientele, then you're in the wrong game, man. This ain't a pretty grind. It look pretty, it ain't a pretty grind. You also got to take into account that you're an entrepreneur. Every dime you make, it's all on you, right? Nobody's going to put clients in your chair. You got to attract those clients to your chair, right? The work you put in, the hours you put in, your skill level, and everything that you obtain as a asset, whether it's your conversation skills, your hair cutting skills, your marketing skills, all of that is on you, right? It's on you, and that's going to determine where you stand in this game, right? And you got to have the willingness to be able to obtain those skills. Pay attention to them. Grade yourself. Constantly get better. You understand? If you're not passionate about something, you'll quit every time, man. The grind is not pretty, man. Be willing to accept entrepreneurship, because when you out here, that's jumping out on a limb, right? Every dime you make, it's all about the effort that you put in, right? You want to be a barber? Ask yourself, do you want to be an entrepreneur? Are you responsible, right? Are you accountable? Do you hold yourself accountable? Are you disciplined? Because if you start making all the money, how you going to keep it? You got to be disciplined, right? Ain't nobody managing your money. Ain't no 401k plan, none of that. It's entrepreneurship. This shit real. It's not a game, man. The grind ain't pretty. So be willing to accept that. You understand? This ain't to demotivate you. This is to motivate you and give you real ass insight on this barber thing, Get it together, man. Understand the grind ain't pretty. Man, y'all wake up.